Super Tender John.
And I'm Super Tender Mark.
And with the snow melting, the days growing longer, and people lining up for shamrock shakes,
inevitably St. Patrick's Day is on the horizon.
Or as bartenders everywhere like to refer to it, Amateur's Day.
Which is why this year we've got some Super Tender tips for how you can celebrate St. Patrick's Day like a pro.
And not like a schmo.
So here's tip number 1.
Don't puke, okay? No one wants to see you vomiting green beer all over your shoes, the sidewalks, or a crowded bar.
Yeah, it's disgusting. And here in Chicago, all you have to do is walk around the Wrigley Field neighborhood where it becomes like a minefield of green vomit puddles.
Although since St. Patrick's Day falls midweek this year, the drinking will have begun on Saturday the 14th.
So the Chicago River and Wrigleyville will both be dyed green on the 17th.
Yuck.
So don't overdo it. Pace yourself.
Which brings us to tip number 2, which is to eat something before you go out drinking.
Food in your stomach will help to slow the alcohol down as long as you don't start binging.
So don't!
Which brings us to tip number 3, which is not to mix your booze.
Yeah, it sure looks cool to do a shot of Jameson with your friends and then washing it down with a beer, but unless you're used to doing that, it's going to get you drunk faster than blindfolded beer pong.
And don't forget to stay hydrated. Drink some water once in a while, especially if you're dancing. Alcohol will dehydrate you.
Which brings us to our last tip, which is that St. Patrick's Day isn't a contest. It's a day to go out and have some fun and listen to some great Irish music and hang out with your friends.
And remember, if you're looking for something truly Irish to drink, nothing says Ireland like a pint of Guinness.
Unless you're like me and you hate beer.
Which brings us to our St. Patrick's Day drink, a snake bite, which is easily made by topping off half a pint of hard cider with a lager like Heineken.
And here's to St. Patrick's Day. Not bad.
You taste the cider a lot more than the beer.
Which is why I like this.
Yeah. There's the fun story. They said there's a rumor that this is illegal in the UK, which it's not, and they wouldn't serve Bill Clinton a snake bite, and they told him it was illegal because you can't pour from the 2 taps.
But that's not true.
That's not true. Make them make this for you.
So, until next Friday, thanks for watching, and remember to garnish your St. Patrick's Day with pride.
And green vomit does not count as a garnish.